Kate Moss's beauty range boasts mythical tears from a Greek island, just like the tears as 400 pounds leaves your bank account. I don't know what is in these or what is going on. $472? Bad. Apparently, Kate Moss is going to teach me and us how to be a cool girl. I was not a cool girl growing up, but somehow I managed to cover my acne with makeup, transform this into what society saw as acceptable, and I actually became a model. Kate Moss was one of the people that I really looked up to. I didn't know a lot about her or the struggles that she's gone through, but when I saw her on runways, or when I saw how she inspired designers like Alexander McQueen, even though she was only 5'7", she was an anomaly in the modeling industry because no one else was that short. It was really empowering to me as someone who had acne and could see that differences could be celebrated, even though our differences were very, very different, as you can see.
Hi Vogue, I'm Kate Moss and I'm here to walk you through my beauty secrets. I'm very excited to tell you about my new brand. It's called Cosmos and we have done a tea. It wakes you up, it's good for alkalining your system, and instead of lemon water, which is apparently very bad for your teeth.
There is so much going on within these first 24 seconds, I don't know what just hit me. As your acne big sister, resident medical esthetician, and yes, nutritionist, let's talk about alkalizing the body because I have some thoughts. But first and foremost, when she said my new brand, I thought we were getting slapped with another celebrity skincare line. I'm so happy that she launched a tea company. This actually sounds so wholesome. When it comes to drinking tea as a part of a morning skincare routine, I actually think that's a brilliant idea. Yes, tea can have caffeine, but it can also have antioxidants, catechins, and different polyphenols that can do everything from relax the body to provide antioxidant support, and as they hydrate your body, potentially help hydrate your skin from the inside out if your body is working together as the big, beautiful orchestra of different organs and tissues that it is. However, when she speaks about alkalizing the body, I get scared. Again, not a dietitian, am a nutritionist, have worked with dietitians, doctors, sports nutritionists, internal medicine doctors, and alkalizing the body is not something that is supposed to happen. Yes, if you have too much acid in your stomach, of course that could cause acid reflux or GERD and be very painful, but you shouldn't be trying to turn your body alkaline because you could literally die. For example, the blood has a pH of 7.35 to 7.45. It is very, very tightly regulated. You do not want to make your blood more alkaline, and even just consuming alkaline foods won't necessarily change the alkalinity of your blood or other tissues. The bladder has a different pH than the blood because it needs that in order to keep you healthy and happy. And when it comes to digestion, when people are drinking alkaline water, basically water that is higher on this pH scale, it can actually cause digestive disturbances, specifically SIBO or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. It can be very painful, it can actually stop you from digesting. Remember back to chemistry class, what happens when you mix an acid and a base? They neutralize each other, right? And what exactly is stomach acid? It's literally an acid, largely hydrochloric acid. It has a pH of like 1.5 to around 3 or 3.5. And then what happens if we are consuming very alkaline substances like alkaline water? Well, that base mixes with that acid and neutralizes it. And that acid is supposed to break down food particles, the proteins in the foods that you eat. And if it can't do that because it's just been neutralized, welcome to digestive issues! Now, all of that being said, I think it's wonderful that she is starting off the day being hydrated, drinking and consuming a very nice looking antioxidant-rich tea. I just would argue that this isn't really alkalizing the body and that shouldn't be the goal anyways. Yes, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, make sure that you have a balanced diet, but don't go chasing pseudoscience. And again, I love her as a model, very talented, very intelligent in many ways, but I'm not going to be taking my nutritional or medical information from her, especially when she is the person behind this specific brand. Show me the research and then maybe we can talk. But oh god, like we're only 24 seconds in and I'm so confused.
Then I light my candle. This is a rose quartz candle. It just brings peace and calm to my start of my day. So I light this. Somebody approached me after he heard about my change in lifestyle. I've been meditating, doing yoga, just being much healthier. And I was really interested because that's what I was doing in my life. I was taking better care of myself. I was trying new things, all of the stuff that can make you feel more grounded and balanced.
I love that she brings this up. As mentioned, Kate Moss really broke the mold for models because she was only 5'7", and she made huge waves in the modeling industry. But unfortunately, she was caught doing cocaine and other substances, which unfortunately happens much more often in the modeling and entertainment industries than people would like to admit. But she was kind of both caught and exploited for it, and she did struggle pretty publicly with substance abuse. And as someone who has never tried specific substances, but who has family members who have gone through certain things, or who has friends or people in the industry who have really struggled with that, I think it's so important that Kate Moss is sharing this and showing that the action or the infraction is something that can be learned from, and how you deal with that is, in my personal opinion, even more important than what actually happened, as long as you're taking responsibility. I love that she's meditating and doing yoga. It seems that that works for her, but for other people, self-care could literally be water skiing or doing flips on a dirt bike. It could be so many things that have nothing to do with like the traditional lifestyle wellness that we see, you know, from supermodels. There are many ways to practice self-care. But I think that her just sharing that journey so openly, and when looking at her, she's vibrant, she's radiating, she seems happy. That's so fulfilling to see. And it really goes to show that we as humans are very dynamic. We are transitional and ever evolving. And her showing that in the way that is authentic to her is really just beautiful for me to see.
This is my cleanser. I'm just gonna work it into my skin and my neck, and then I'll wash that off.
What's happening? Oh my god, I have been bamboozled. I thought that this was like a tea nutritional line. She freaking launched a skincare line. Why? Why are these celebrities and models with no experience in the industry continually launching these things? Did she work with doctors, chemists, dermatologists on this? I'm curious to know. But there's two things going on here. One, what the f is this information? And two, the application. This is me having personal pet peeves, but Kate Moss's hair is so pretty. Why don't we pull it up and we actually get into the hairline, where we know a lot of product can build up and it doesn't always get cleaned well enough, and some people get hairline acne, and what is in this cleanser and how much is she charging for it? Because why? Not again.
After cleansing, I like to use a bit of rose water. This one's from Santa Maria Novella. All their products are beautiful.
I like that she's at least being honest about using multiple products. I swear to God, even for people who have created their own skincare lines or have their own brand, you open up their cabinet, you're going to see things from other brands in there. Like, don't f with me like this. 9 out of 10 times, people have variety in the products that they use. And I love that she's being honest about that. Now, what is her brand? Because it's not linked. Vogue doing a bad job at linking things for me here. So I actually don't know what's in this. Let me just Google Kate Moss skincare line. Okay, I can't find this cleanser, but I did find an article from the Daily Mail saying Kate Moss's beauty range boasts mythical tears from a Greek island, just like the tears as 400 pounds leaves your bank account. And I could not agree more. I don't know what is in these or what is going on. Apparently it's 412 pounds for the entire thing. What is that in US dollars? 412 pounds to US dollars. I could do it in Indian rupees, but you're asking me about what they use over there? I don't know. $472? That. It's titled Cosmos. I don't know where to buy it. I'm guessing it'll be like Poosh or Goop or one of those other companies that has 2 O's in the name, but I don't know for sure. But I am already skeptical. And the fact that she washed it without washing her face, was it like a cleansing balm that doesn't need water? Is this like an innovative no water formula? Unless Vogue trimmed some shit out, it doesn't look like she actually washed her face on this one. As a medical esthetician, I would like to revoke my title and just declare that now I are confusion.
This is a bit toning and it just feels like it's tightening the skin a bit and removing any excess from the cleanser. Also, I heard recently that if you put the rose water on a cotton pad and leave it on your eyes, it takes any heat from them, like burning sensations. Anyway, I've been doing that.
Yeah, if you put cold liquids on your eye, I'm sure it could be cooling, but if you have heat on your eye, I don't know, do your eyes get hot? I guess if you think really hard, I'm so confused. truth. Yes, toners can be refreshing. They can be cooling on the skin if the actual temperature is lower than that of your internal body temperature or your surface skin temperature or the ambient temperature of the air around you. Toners in general actually help your other products penetrate deeper. They are not a necessity in a skincare routine, but you can absolutely use them if you want to, or if you need an extra layer of hydration in the winter. I would actually recommend an essence over a toner if you want hydration, and generally toners over essences if you want more exfoliation. When it comes to the rose one, it could actually burn some people's eyes and skin if they are allergic to flowers. Hopefully, most of us are not. But the talented, gorgeous, beautiful Kate Moss is not someone that I think I should be taking skincare advice from. At least this product is only $35. This is the Aqua di Rose. But when I look at this, it's not even the rose extract that's doing the work. There's literally fragrance and geraniol and citronellol and eugeniol in here. Like, this is literally take liquid, add fragrance, put on skin. If you like stuff that smells good, enjoy it. Otherwise, this is not doing for you. Dr. Shireen Idris, aka Pillow Talk Derm, has spoken about a rose water kind of toning essence that she loves that is rose water. It's from, I believe, Lebanon, which is also where she's from. And that is one that I would recommend over this any day, and it's way cheaper too. I have linked the toner as well as a better cleanser below if you do want to check those out. And I've also linked Dr. Shireen Idris's channel below. You need to go follow her if you are not already. She's a brilliant dermatologist and yeah, a derm that actually uses rose water. Why are we taking skincare advice from Kate Moss? I don't understand. The other thing, if you need your toner to help remove stuff that your cleanser left behind, you don't need a toner. My babies, you need a new cleanser. You deserve a cleanser that's gonna put in the work. If the cleanser wanted to, it would.
Cosmos Moisturizer, and it's made from oat moss as well with CBD. It's very healing. Friends of mine that I gave it to who have eczema and who are allergic to smells, it's very delicate smell, but it's really nice, and they can all use it, so I was very happy about that feedback.
It's wonderful that people with eczema can use her Cosmos line, especially if it has plant extracts in it. That is awesome anecdotal feedback. At the same time, what is in this? Because it is not linked. Has this even launched yet? And is it worth it? Or is this just something that people would want to buy because they have lots of money and don't know what to do with it and they want to throw it at Kate Moss? I don't know. When I look up Cosmos Moisturizer from Kate Moss, it comes up with Cosmo Classic Glycerin Cream for $18 on Amazon. And I know that's not what she's using, so I'm very, very perplexed as to what's going on here. Little bit scared about what we're going to find. Again, I'm sensing goopy, pooshy vibes, maybe a little bit more like Alicia Keys' Soul Care, which is a little bit better, a little bit more tolerable. But oh, my skincare senses are tingling with this one.
I would use the magic tool. It's good for the lymphatic drainage. I learned about the gua sha at work, and they would do it to me at work just before they started putting the makeup on. With a bit of moisturizer, they would always do this.
Brilliant. This is actually something that Kate Moss is getting right. Now, there is cultural significance to gua sha, which I really do feel has been whitewashed by consumerism and the industry. Specifically, gua sha is an ancient Eastern medicine or Chinese medicine technique that literally involves bruising of the skin, and you do not want to cause bruises or ecchymosis to the skin. Do not do that. But that is what traditional gua sha was. And now, yes, the gua sha stone, the actual tool, can be used for lymphatic drainage. She's right with a moisturizer, especially before a show, before a big event, before a photo. It is perfect to really help loosen up any tense muscles, drain some lymphatic drainage or some fluid that built up overnight if you get puffy after you sleep and you wake up in the morning a little bit squishy in the face. This is a fantastic thing to do. I love that she's doing this right. I just hope she's not putting her name on it and trying to sell it.
This is new to my regime, sunscreen. My daughter tells me off all the time. Mummy, you have to wear sunscreen. I do know, it's important.
Her daughter sounds like someone that I would rather take skincare advice from than her. Brilliant. I love that she's using sunscreen, and this one specifically I'm learning more about. I personally do not use the La Roche-Posay because they are not cruelty-free. However, I always look objectively at different products and how they work, and while I don't recommend them and I don't use them myself, I know that they work very well for other people. Specifically, Oceane is one of our beautiful butterflies. She is amazing. She is both blind and has albinism, and so for her it's very important that because of her albinism, she is protected from the sun, and because she's blind, it can be really hard to see products if they're not labeled with bright colors, because even if she can see kind of general colors or shapes, she is legally blind and doesn't have this 20/20 vision. Now that being said, Ocean taught me that this is one of the products that actually has Braille on the outside of it, so that people who are blind or hard of seeing can actually read this product. And other than Human Race, I feel like this is one of the only brands that does that. So I really have to give La Roche-Posay the credit for that. Dermatologists and doctors love it. I love that this is an SPF 50. The ingredients do look good, and although I prefer cruelty-free sunscreens, I do want to give credit where credit is due. Also, is La Roche-Posay, I feel like in America it's considered luxury, but in the UK it's considered drugstore. Is that right? I know that she's from London. Like, is this a drugstore thing or is this a luxury thing? Somebody who is down for the challenge, educate me, because again, being your acne big sister medical esthetician, I are confusion.
This is Laneige. Lila told me about it. It's a sleep mask, but it's so good. Lila probably has more of a skin routine than I do.
Again, I need to meet Lila. I would love to build a Kate Moss a skincare routine. I would love to build Lila a skincare routine. But if Lila is recommending the sunscreen, at least Lila knows what's good. Does anybody know what her daughter's skincare routine is? Because maybe we could cruelty-freeify it. That would be amazing. This Laneige sleep mask is a fan favorite. I find it to be very overpriced, very useless. When it comes to lip products, something like petrolatum jelly, brand name Vaseline, or Salimo jelly, which is cruelty-free, is one of the best things you can use. Doctors and derms recommend it. It is great for the lips, and it literally costs $2 to $3, and it has many similar ingredients to Laneige. But if you really want something that has that scent or that taste, I know that that's what people look for sometimes in lip balms. And if your lips can handle it, there's actually a cruelty-free dupe from Pacifica. It is the Lavender Moon lip mask. Dr. Dre, she posted about this being a dupe, and I was like, oh, what the? Literally, it's a Pacifica Beauty lip mask from a cruelty-free, water-conscious, wonderful vegan brand. It also fits the clean and natural bill that I'm sure, you know, many celebrities fall victim to, because that marketing is perpetuated throughout the industry. But it's also literally half, if not a third of the price, and I would recommend the Pacifica one over the Laneige one any day. But the link is in the description if you would like to check it out for yourself. In doing so, of course, it helps the channel and helps us buy treats for our furry friends who, fun fact, help to edit these videos. But if somebody could check the price for me and let me know if one retailer has it for less expensive than another, I would be grateful, because I am using mine up quite quickly, and I want to get my hands on another one, but like at the best price that I can get. So thank you in advance for your research assistance. And yes, both of these are sleep masks. However, what is a sleep mask, whether you put it on your lips or whether you're using a face sleep mask? It's basically a long wear moisturizer that you could use for a little amount of time overnight or literally the entire day. So I love that Kate Moss is doing what works for her. And coming from Kate Moss, this is kind of shocking, again, with the tea and the wellness. Again, this is the person who used to have the 3 C's and 1 V regimen: coffee, champagne, cigarettes, and vodka. And knowing that she has gone through so much, that she went through so much publicly, and that she has decided to make choices that are better for her health, her well-being, her mental well-being, this is fantastic. Like, I'm so happy to see it. I'm just a little bit worried about some of the pseudoscientific medical misinformation and natural clean beauty marketing that I'm kind of hearing come out of her mouth, because again, that is perpetuated by the industry. So many people fall victim to it, including myself, and normally people have to pay more for it, and it can actually cause more irritation and harm over the long run, because a lot of plant actives can be really irritating on skin. Again, hello, poison ivy, lead, arsenic, cyanide, all natural, doesn't mean it's good for you. And guess what? The chemical sunscreens that people are so afraid of, literally in a chemistry definition, those are considered organic sunscreen filters. And something like inorganic would be the minerals that our body relies on, things like zinc and iron. Those minerals are inorganic, so not organic. Again, this all gets down to the fundamentals of science and chemistry and biology, but that's why I think that the education around this is so important, so that when someone is looking up to a celebrity who's talking about the things that they use, these myths aren't continuing to be propagated, which is what I hope that we are breaking down, tearing apart, and uncovering and unraveling right here. So thank you for subscribing and joining the beautiful butterfly family if you haven't already. And if anybody knows her daughter's skincare routine, tell me so I can make a less expensive and cruelty-free version of it. Always remember to stay hydrated, both orally and topically, hopefully without spending 400 pounds on Greek tears. Whatever the that is. Always be beautiful both inside and out, and don't be as confused as I am, because I am going to go to bed tonight and stay up until 4 in the morning trying to process everything that just happened here. I love you, and I can't wait to see you in this next reaction video. Love you guys. Bye.